This week, we're going to get ready for the holidays by giving you my recommended reading list, perfect to put on that wish list for Hanukkah or Christmas or what have you. Check it out. Hey everybody, welcome back to Wild Women of Song, Great Gal Composers of the Jazz Era. I'm Pamela Rose. We're having a little holiday season recommended reading list. And this is really good if you're thinking of what to get somebody for Hanukkah or Christmas. I wanted to talk about some of the books that have really inspired me along the way of putting this project together. First of all, we haven't talked yet about Kay Swift, I don't think, but Kay Swift has a very talented granddaughter, Katharine Weber, who's a wonderful writer, who wrote a memoir of her grandmother, Kay Swift, and their fascinating family history. And it's just a beautiful piece of writing, and it's an extraordinary story. The Memory of All That by Katharine Weber. Check it out. And then I know that a lot of people, when we did our Ma Rainey episode, I heard from a lot of people asking to know more about Ma Rainey. And it's true, I wish that we had so much more than is available to us. And yet there was a really good piece of journalism by a woman named Sandra Lieb called Mother of the Blues, A Study of Ma Rainey. This is really the best book written on Ma Rainey, who was really a blues pioneer and a great way to find out not only about her, but about what that era of songwriting was like. If you haven't already been familiar with Linda Dahl wrote an amazing book called Stormy Weather, which talked about jazz women. And she followed it up a few years ago with a very sweet, a very moving book called Morning Glory. And this is the story of Mary Lou Williams. Whether you're familiar with Mary Lou Williams' music or not, just as an insight to what it was like to be this much of a genius with so much to overcome in your life, it's just a fantastic portrait, and it'll make you want to go back and find out why so many of us are crazy about Mary Lou Williams. Morning Glory by Linda Dahl. Once you announce to people that you're very interested in women songwriters, you'll find out that all your friends give you a lot of books and magazine articles and email you things. And somebody gave me this wonderful book, Girls Like Us. I realized this is not about jazz or blues. This is really about that era of singer-songwriter that came up post-1960. And yet it is such a great piece of writing. Girls Like Us, about Joni Mitchell, Carole King, and Carly Simon, and just how groundbreaking these women were, not only as songwriters, but as women in the time that they were, in an age where, you know, it still was questionable about what a woman's role was. The woman singer-songwriter that we think is such a norm was pretty unusual still back then. And the story of these women is really, you know, the story of how feminist politics changed, women's roles within their relationships changed. It's a great piece of writing. Sheila Weller's Girls Like Us. And don't forget, you can send to that jazz lover on your holiday list my book and CD, Wild Women of Song, Great Gal Composers of the Jazz Era. It's chock full of color photographs, biographies, celebrating these women that we've been talking about on YouTube. And it comes with a companion CD. We also have this great selection of I Love Wild Women t-shirts. And of course, you could just buy the music itself on any one of my 5 CDs. Just visit our store at PamelaRose.com or WildWomenOfSong.com. And of course, please listen to music. Email me. Let me know what you're listening to and what you like. I always love hearing from you. Tune in every week. Wild Women of Song. This is my time to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed and who've been watching, who've been communicating with us. I love hearing from you. And I think this has been a great year. We've been off to a wonderful start. And we want to pick it right up again next year, but we're going to take a little hiatus. So if you subscribe, you'll find out when we're back on. We'll see you next year. Happy New Year, everybody, and wonderful holidays.